long quiet section at the end. Oh, no, I'm recording again already? Well, that was accidental. Hello there, everybody. Six Cyrus here, welcoming you back to Caffeine Co-Commentaries of KOUDELKA. We have, of course, with us the Blind Man's World. And,
you pushed a button.
Yeah. Twice, in fact. I had to take a bathroom break, but it's too late now. I'm invested.
Get a bucket or a little bottle.
No, I'm not that crude.
Or a big bottle, excuse me, a really big bottle will be nice.
Are you gonna gate us into Disc 4 here?
Yes.
No.
Oh, they're supposed to.
This is Elaine.
Yes. She's the one I had the psychic vision of. Do you doubt it?
Yes.
Oh, indeed.
Good. Let's begin.
Panty shot.
Nomine Patris Sanctus Filius Dominus.
I thought you said you were Christian. That's definitely Latin, and that's... The Catholics use the Latin.
I know a little Latin, a little Hebrew, and a little Greek.
Hello, Elaine.
It has been a long time indeed, Mr. O'Flaherty.
Oh, Elaine, is that for you?
Yes, it is. It is such a pity that we meet again, and I can only present myself to you in this form. This is the woman that responded to my voice, is it not? Thank you for doing this for someone like myself.
Elaine, I haven't yet come to terms. Please tell me how this happened to you.
Of course I will explain. James, 18 years ago, I was murdered by some thieves that broke into my home. I was helpless. Both Patrick and Ogden were out on business. There was nothing that anyone could do.
I will not accept this. This should not have happened.
Yes, Patrick responded the same exact way. He could not accept my death. He spent years and years perfecting his craft of wizardry and tried everything in his power to bring me back to life.
Resurrecting the dead? Is this for real? Hey, we're not talking about Frankenstein here.
Frankenstein?
That novel written about 100 years ago?
He was taking it very seriously. And he had found the key to actually make it happen.
The immigrant document.
Yes. With Ogden's assistance and the powers from ancient druids, he held a resurrection ceremony in this monastery.
But something went wrong, didn't he?
He only resurrected my physical body. As you can see, my soul is still doomed to roaming the universe, forever separated from my body.
Doomed? I don't know about
And
that.
the terrifying thing is that my body was resurrected as a heartless monster. Although the monster may look like me, it is not me. Mr. O'Flaherty, please turn my body into ashes with your power.
Ashes? If I do that, we won't be able to bring you back to life.
Mr. O'Flaherty, I was robbed of my life by those thieves, and I could hate them as mortal enemies. Choose to think that my death was preordained by the Lord. Please, do not mourn my death. It was wrong for Patrick to try to resurrect me, to undo the work of God. Please, do not be sad. Death is at the heart of God's reasoning. I'm going to destroy my body. Its existence defies the wise providence of heaven. It mustn't exist in this world.
That really disturbed me. That
Wait! Elaine! God! God. What a cruel world! I gave everything for your happiness, and now what am I left with? I have no meaning in my life.
That's why you shouldn't turn to God.
Turn to disc 4.
Elaine! Elaine!
She must have been a very powerful soul if she did that to two men. He's already as twisted as Patrick was. He's already there.
Scary.
I gotta turn this back down. But that whole thing, death is at the heart of God's reasoning, that's
weird.
a huge leap of faith in my mind. A huge leap of faith.
Yeah, I don't think God's interested in death. It seems to be a consequence of humanity.
It's a consequence of life. It might be the tail end of it, but I don't think that's what he intended us to focus on. Nor did he focus on it, if one is to believe in the idea of a God.
Right.
I always put that disclaimer on there because I've seen things that make me believe, but I've seen more things that make me disbelieve. So I'm literally sitting on that proverbial fence trying to understand.
Yeah, that was a horrible little balancing act.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Heard. It's true. It's another puzzle.
Hezekiah. Really? Because that doesn't look like it reads Hezekiah. In fact, I feel like the H is missing.
Yeah, it's Estio. Because it's
Hearth.
Epsilon, Set, Tau, Iota, and and it's what's at the end?
That's Omega or Alpha.
That's Omega.
Alpha.
Or Alpha, so Estia, yeah. So that's weird. So it's close. It's a close translation. They just added an H at the beginning.
Yeah. Yes, we were
Hestia,
supposed
like
to look at the
Hestia?
hearth. I don't understand. I'm already gated by things I don't understand. Item on the floor? Shotgun shells. I'll take those.
Yummy.
Now,
Maybe we can use them on the final boss just for fun.
I was thinking something like that. Just save up all the shotgun shells.
Yep. Go out blasting.
Oh, no, we're not fighting any more random battles. We're done with the random battle system.
Because, yeah, we're pretty close to the requirements for the end game, so...
And those last two levels really kind of sealed the deal for me.
Yeah.
I thought we were supposed to be on Disc 4 already. I was really sure that we were being...
We're supposed to be. That was the last... I mean, the Fallen Angel is the other boss, but since it's optional, we can skip it. And Disc 4 is supposed to happen. I don't know why we didn't switch over.
Guess what we just found?
What is it?
That's that bottle we needed.
Oh, an empty bottle. Let us use it.
Ooh, stuff. Stuff and things. Rifle rounds? Yep.
We always like all the stuff and things.
There's another thing right there. I want it.
Touch it.
Roman nuts. You put your Roman nuts away, sir.
Stop touching those nuts.
Patrick's memo.
Ooh, cool.
Let's
There will
see.
be reading now.
Yeah. Well, that's why it says read.
Read.
Monitoring his weight over a period of several weeks. Weighed more or less 70 kg. Okay, there's a scale right here. No. Thank you, pre-rendered.
Ooh, there might be a pressure plate that would open something.
45 kg. Okay, I know how to do this.
Can you switch party members?
I think so. Does it still say 45 kg? Yeah. Wait a minute. Give me the heavy bag here. I mean, it's all like shiny.
Heavy bag. Touch the bag. There must be a bag.
Wait a minute. There's a hearth here. Aha!
Here's a hearth.
There's no fire burning.
Hestia.
Aha!
Oh, it's a little thing. So did this Patrick guy, I wonder if he turned into Roger Bacon or something like that, because he lost all his weight or something?
No. Patrick and Roger Bacon are definitely separate entities. Trick mechanism. The weight. Wait, what?
Here we go. Oh.
So we weigh 45, and we need
Right.
70. So it's 25?
Yeah.
I
Should
heard it.
be. Yeah.
I heard latch click.
I heard clicking. We have heard clicking.
No. See, I'm getting distracted. The game likes to give us this extra information on the side,
Yeah.
but not push us towards it. And in fact, that whole Patrick's diary or whatever that we read,
Right.
if we had never looked at that thing on the side, we never would have gotten it. So,
True.
another example is the guard's diary. Another example is Sophie's letters. I mean, I could go on and on about how the game gives us this stuff, but doesn't actually force us to go along and find out what's going on.
Right.
So I think I want to go do that. And that could be a dead end. I don't care. I don't want to get gated into Disc 4. I'm locked out of getting... we wouldn't get locked out of getting it, but the thing is I gotta know,
Right.
That curiosity has been piqued since we spent so much time trying to find this item to do the thing. So, yeah.
Do things and stuff. Do.
Where did this door go to? I don't remember.
Oh
yeah, that's right.
There we are. The courtyard of doom.
We don't really have a long way. Yeah, we do, because we gotta go around the long way.
Yes. Take the long way home.
I hate taking the long way home. I feel like we've plumbed a lot of the secrets of this place, though.
Yeah, I think we did too. We have delved deeply into them.
I will mention that I know that there are a set of secret items that you have to get to a certain place at a certain time for. That was something I found out when I was looking up how to continue. But I'm not really interested in those unless they change the story ending, in which case what I would do in that situation is probably go back through the game. Like I have to do a Shadow Hearts yet, in fact.
Right. Yeah, it's kind of like that Final Fantasy IX thing. You can get that one really cool sword if you get through the game in like
9 hours. It's 9
Yeah.
hours. I remember looking it up and being like, there's no way I can get through the whole game in that time. You're
you
asking
might
the
be
impossible.
able to, but you couldn't do any side quests and not
No
enjoy
exploring.
anything.
You'd have to do everything after that. And that's
Yeah.
that to me isn't fun. Because like Final Fantasy VIII, you want to do things the way you want to do them. Naturally.
Yep. Level up, and especially in that game, you can level up all your items and stuff and get skills from them.
Mm-hmm.
It's pretty sweet.
That was one thing I enjoyed about that. And then I learned that you can't get that one damn weapon.
Yeah, I learned that a while back and went, well, so what? It's one sword out of many.
I actually stopped playing the game, didn't finish it, and didn't bother to play it again. Why gate one of the best weapons in such a way that most players can't get it?
Right.
Time gates are the worst, man. That's actually, like I was talking about before, the items in this game, those secret items, they're gated by... It's like 1 hour, 11 minutes, 2 hours, 22 minutes. You have to get to these places before those times are up, and it's just so weird.
Time gates and escort missions, those are the bad things.
Why 71 minutes? Why are they gated by 71 minutes exactly? Because it's 1 hour and 11 minutes between each section. 71 minutes. It just... Is there some significance to the 71?
I don't know. Doesn't seem to be, but you never know.
Yep. Oh, man. I really should have gone to the bathroom at the beginning of this episode. Before the beginning.
Gotta do ones and twos. Onesies and twosies.
I think I'm gonna have to run for it. Because I can't hold it much longer.
Oh, you might as well. Don't explode on us.
Alright, alright. I will be back.
Alright.
God damn it. Hi, Kid Sealer. A minute and a half. Could be worse.
Wow, that was fast. Your bathroom must be just down the hall.
No, up two sets of stairs. 6 stairs each, but still.
Jeez.
Yep. Now, if you remember, Patrick was talking about a fake door
See?
in his memo.
See?
I'm wondering if it's this door. If this is like the way to the end of the game.
Could be. Pour acid on that.
Oh. I didn't even consider that.
There you go. Could be completely wrong, but it could happen.
I don't. Oh, and you know, if making the goddess bleed, that's probably talking about the tree. So I think you're right about the acid on that. And now I'm wondering if that other way was in fact a dead end. Wait a minute, it's quicker to go the other way. It's gonna go the long way home. Like, the literal long way. This has become very intriguing, to say the least.
Yeah, I'd say so. Definitely.
And I'm also going to point out it's calmed down a lot. There's a lot less spiritual activity.
Yeah, I'm wondering, we must be clearing out a lot of the major source points for it or something.
And that's what I'm wondering, is as we hit certain boss numbers, the encounter rate goes down.
Well, even that, I mean, we released that girl's spirit.
Yeah.
We've encountered Elaine's spirit. We've killed all those big, nasty leg creatures.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I don't know.
This is like the first battle in quite a while.
Maybe that luck stat helps with that or something.
We were talking about that, but I haven't... Oh, I did increase luck on James. I got him up to 40 luck like the rest of the party. Stop going to mono on the headphones. Because the cord's gone bad already on this headset.
Crap.
So I
I hate that when that happens.
I rotate the cord in the jack for it, and I'll go from mono to stereo again. It's great.
Lovely.
Alright, first things first. This goddamn door. Can I get rid of it with the acid?
Maybe.
No. Okay. Alright. And first things first. I wish I could talk. Let's go back to that statue in the underground.
Yes.
Because I want to see if we can actually throw the acid on it.
So were we able to... I missed something. Were we able to collect the acid?
Yeah, I collected
Okay.
it really fast. Like,
Alright, awesome.
it was a blink of an eye fast, so I can understand why you didn't see it. ran right up to it, grabbed it, ran away.
I was reading the boss thing for a second there, so.
Ah, yeah, that's why you missed it. Like I said, it was like a blink of an eye.
Yeah.
It's one of those things, when you're comfortable with controls in games, sometimes you do things and you don't even think about it.
Yep. It's very true. Wiggle, 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 wiggle. KOUDELKA wiggles upstairs.
For some odd reason, the timing and the candor that you used when you said that made me think that you could, like, turn that into a song.
You probably could. KOUDELKA wiggles upstairs.
Yep, see?
People watch and nobody cares. So he goes up and down and goes all around. Yes, KOUDELKA wiggles upstairs.
Whoa.
It's like a little rhyme.
It is. It is.
There. And you have to add the maniacal laugh at the end just to make it creepy.
So, if I edit all those sounds together, would you want that up on your channel? I'll just give you the sound file and you can do whatever with it.
I'm creepy enough on my own channel. You can. This is a gift to you guys.
Oh, okay. I'm so tempted to use it on that, but I can't. This is a really... Yeah, I know. It's a really weird situation we're in. Because I feel like there's more than one place that we can use this acid. Kind of like a King's Quest or an adventure game thing.
Mm-hmm. Or just to trip out on.
Mm-hmm.
Great. There you go.
Sounds like a fun time, actually.
There you go, man. Expand your mind, man.
There's someone I watch, Day 9, who actually talks about he doesn't want to just be a channel where people talk about drugs.
Yeah.
And I'm like, well, it doesn't really matter because you know there are people who are going to do them in your channel no matter what. Like
They may be doing them while they're watching your channel.
Exactly, and that's the thing is like whether you support it or not, it's happening.
Yeah. I am sure there's quite a few people that just sit back, relax, and do whatever they feel like while watching some of my videos. Because of the relaxing voice and stuff. So that's fine. Welcome to it. I don't care what people do while they watch my videos.
No.
I don't care what people do most of the time. So
yeah, I feel the same way. I mean, I don't like hard drugs like meth, but I'm not going to go out and tell people you shouldn't do that unless I'm living with them and they make my living situation hell. That's a different story.
Yeah. Well, and we don't have to. The cops will. Because meth really screws up people.
It does.
It's a horrible, horrible drug. You know, it's nothing like the cannabinoid stuff. Meth just rots you from the inside. If you've ever seen some of those comparison pictures of people, like even a few months after starting meth, it basically just rots you and ages you. So it's a horrible drug. Hate it, hate it, hate it. Wish people wouldn't use it. But
people are going to do what they want. They're going to seek out some way to dull sentience and awareness.
It's true. I mean, especially the people that have gone through all the bad shit in this world. You know, they want some sort of escape, and that's sometimes the one they find. Wish they'd find other ones, like less destructive ones, but maybe the thing you choose is based on how bad the stuff is that you've gone through. Or
your perception of how bad it was, more like.
Yeah, that's true. That's very true.
I mean, I often talk about how alcohol is the worst thing I do, and I think cannabis is below that on a scale of, like, bad stuff. And I've got a very low tolerance for myself doing quote-unquote hard drugs or things that are bad for me.
Right.
Except eating.
Right. Yes, me too. Eating is unfortunately my drug of choice. So I'm trying very hard not to do those things. I don't get it like extra pizzas in the house or anything like that. And
oh, you see, we had pizza in the freezer this morning, and I was like, ooh, that's so easy to make.
It is.
And then I had lasagna for lunch. It's like, that diet is a lot of fail. Like, because I only had 2 meals today, and it was all, Yeah.
All bread. All starch and stuff.
Well, I did have a salad with the lasagna, but I mean, it's
It
not.
doesn't offset it all.
No, not enough.
Unfortunately, wish one salad would have more power and just would outweigh any bad stuff for that day.
Mm-hmm.
I can trick myself into believing, this. Oh, look, I put some tomatoes on top of this. The whole base is all meat and pork and bacon, but who cares? There's some vegetables on there, so it must be healthy. There you go. Or deep fried vegetables, not healthy. Apparently, they keep saying.
Wait a minute. Where am I trying to go right now?
Trying to get to the. You were at the.
Yeah, I went past it intentionally. I'm trying to go back to Patrick's study because I want to do that before I break through there because I don't know which thing I'm supposed to do first now. We stopped at the statue. That did not hold any water for us at the moment. Yeah, I know it's a little sad, but...
And the wall didn't do anything, this wall thing?
We haven't tried it yet. This is what I'm waiting to do last.
Oh, I see. Grasshopper. Up, down, left, right, A, B, select, start.
The order that I'm doing these things in is really confusing. But like I said, I don't want to do things... I don't know what order I'm supposed to be doing these things. Like, was I supposed to finish that area in Patrick's study, or was I supposed to come directly here with the bottle of acid? There's a lot of questions with that there, and so I want to go backwards before I go forwards.
Cool.
Just like I tried to go to the statue of the goddess, which my theory seems to be correct, that we need to destroy the tree before we can proceed through there.
She gives us the goddess destroying tool. Mark II.
Ooh, Mark II. That's very important.
Yes, because the first one didn't work, apparently.
Yeah. There. It's hard to know where that is. That's awkward. Yeah, so we have to go back past the goddess anyway. That's kind of frustrating. Yeah, because I went full circle instead of... Yeah.
This place is confusing. It's almost like a labyrinth.
It has become a labyrinth. Now that everything is basically open, I don't know which way to go.
Yeah. Nice sound on that bridge.
Mm-hmm. It sounds rickety like you'd expect.
Yes. Touch the goddess statue. Touch it.
But it's naked.
You want to. It's okay.
I wonder how many people just stopped there and stared at that forever.
Many. That's how they lured people down there.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. See this pretty statue we made? Stabby stab. Now you're dead.
Sounds about right.
Now you are a twisted soul.
Keep your hands off my twisted souls. Saving those for later.
That's right. I want to level up with them, man.
Yep. If you're not familiar with Dark Souls, you wouldn't get that reference because they only really talk about it like in the third game. But still, it's a reference from that series.
This is true. This is true.
All right, seriously. You need to stop wandering around and get to where I actually need to be.
Is this the place?
We're almost there.
Oh yes, we are getting close.
We need to get back to Patrick's quarters, and we're literally around the corner. I want to go this way, if I remember right. Because that's going to bring us here. Yep. Oh, right. Yeah, right over the wall. Through it, whichever.
Through the woods, to your grandmother's house we go.
Alright.
We're back.
Ooh. That was a little ridiculous. It's my fault we got lost, though, yeah.
Quite the run back. Oh,
Alright.
Welcome to the study. Will you study something?
No, not today.
Look at the books. They're beautiful.
I want to go down in the fireplace.
Oh, yes. It's getting hot in here. Do, 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 do.
That's the last thing I would have expected from you.
Yeah, I know. It's okay.
Wait a
What's
minute.
this? What's this?
What?
What?
Inside the main building. That's the room with the tree in it. Okay, so we were supposed to go the other way. I should have just... Now we've spent like half the episode running around, going to the wrong place. This is good.
Well, now we know.
And knowing is the entire battle in this case.
Yes, yes. And KOUDELKA did some wiggling. There you go. Great episode. As long as we can see that.
I'm so tired through this process. Like, I'm just staring at the screen. I really have to force myself to talk because at this point I want the ordeal to be over. Because now I feel like I'm in the same boat as the party. I've just been fighting for this for so long. I need this to be over.
The Walking Dead.
Basically. Except I'm the sitting dead.
Oh, that's true. I'm sitting too.
I wish I had a standing desk.
Those are nice. I've got one where I meet with clients and stuff. I just stand right by this like cabinet area and put up my computer there, and it's a really nice system to do that because then you can move your legs and stuff. Don't get the blood clot kind of thing. Danger.
I get surface blood clots from sitting too much, and it's always on my thighs, so I know it's from sitting.
Yeah. Not good. Don't want those breaking free and going to your heart. That would not be a good day.
It's probably already happened a few times, but I've been lucky.
Well, you'd know. You'd fall over.
I think
Have a heart attack.
what usually happens is I'm already lying down, and then I end up struggling to breathe. And then after that, I won't say it's all right, but I mean it.
Right, it passes.
Yeah.
You could have that darn sleep apnea thing. I've got that stupid thing, and it sucks. But I've got a machine for it now, so it's awesome. I've had it for a year, and it's been wonderful.
Is it uncomfortable to wear the mask?
Nope. No, I have this. It's like almost like a fabric, and the actual nose piece is a very soft kind of clear rubber kind of stuff. I got used to it pretty quickly.
See, my mom's talking to me about how it's uncomfortable to wear them, and I'm just like, I'd rather lose weight than have to wear it, because sleep apnea has to do with the girth of the neck, I believe.
Yep. Yeah, you're right. Yeah, a lot about that. And that's what it's kind of for me, is I've got a very short, very thick, very muscular neck. So I can probably kill people with my neck muscles, but that means I can't really breathe very well if I lay down. And your mom might have an older machine.
I don't know. I do know because she recently got out of the hospital up here. They were going through all her equipment and trying to update it and get control of things. Because she almost died again. Lack of oxygen to the brain, and she couldn't understand how to do simple things. And it got to the point where I needed to help her to get to the hospital, but she wouldn't just listen to me. She needed like the support of all of the close family to get her to do that, and that actually happened in the process of this series.
Jeez.
I haven't really gone back over to visit her much afterward. She's in the same town, but sometimes it's just so hard to, especially when you're low on gas and it's the second half of the month and you're trying to save it for what you need it for. And
yeah, that's very true. Money's tight, so.
Especially when you get a brand new car this year and a brand new fridge, and we got to repair the snow thrower or get a new one. I mean, lots of unforeseen expenses.
Gotta just get a horse, I guess.
Well, actually, we have an electric cart that my grandma gave me, but it's so darn cold that I don't want to ride that over there.
No. Well, winter will be here soon, so it'll be impossible to use.
That's really a fair weather thing. Well, Sam's dad's actually going to use it to go to and fro from the garage, so he doesn't have to wheel in the snow, which is pretty important. Yeah.
Yeah. That'll work.
Because I used to have to basically drag him, even when the driveway was snow thrown. There'd be spots where he couldn't get through.
Yeah. Yeah, those wheels will sink into anything that's kind of soft.
The front wheels, especially.
Yep.
And once that happens, you're just pushing downward instead of getting forward momentum.
Exactly. almost needs to be able to qualify for one of those motorized get-ups. Those little... Oh, wow, it worked.
No, it didn't.
No? Darn, I thought I heard a creak sound or something.
Okay, now I'm completely jammed again because I have no idea where I'm supposed to go. None. I have no idea where I could use this acid. I'm stumped.
Yeah, I don't know either.
Is it
And
possible?
my guide doesn't have any clues on it either, so...
Can you look up a regular guide and kind of coach me in the right direction?
Yeah,
because we're still in the process of the episode. I don't want to just like, well, we can't figure it out. Bye, guys.
Just end.
Yeah.
Bye. See you. Yeah.
I have one place that I'm gonna go try, but I think we already tried it with the acid in our hands, so I don't think that's going to work. It's in Patrick's quarters.
Patrick.
It's that third door that we could not get through.
Typing. Doo-doo-doo. KOUDELKA.
That feeling of tired again. And the sad thing is I haven't eaten since like 4. So my body is like telling me, as well as I'm tired, I need some other things. You can't just go to sleep. And I'm like, but I want to just go to sleep after I'm done with this.
That would be nice, wouldn't it?
I don't want to wake up like super hungry and super dehydrated, though. I think that's worse than going to bed and having eaten like shortly before going to bed.
Right.
Although I guess my body could just burn calories, but it's more likely to go after the muscle tissue than it is the fat, so what's the point?
Exactly.
Alright,
Where's the search command?
Control
go ahead.
F. I was going to
Control
say,
F.
if you want to look at the screen real quick, there's
Yes.
the part of the tree is right here. We keep going past it, but it's got that slight pulsing thing going on, like we didn't see in the library, but we're told by text.
Come on. Dang it, work. Control F?
Yeah.
Why is it not working?
You have to hold them down together, or press them together. You can't just press one and then the other.
Right. Dang it. That's not doing it. That's okay. This isn't a long game, so I'm sure it'll be pretty
Yeah.
close down the walk there.
Well, I mean, once you get to disc 3, there's really not much information. From the
Right.
guides that I was looking at, it's actually quite sparse. But then again, most of this game is a puzzle. It's not really about the battles, like we were talking about before.
Right.
I mean, yes, the battles can gate you, but if you don't know how to get there in the first place, like I already discussed, I mean, what are you going to do?
Pretty much. Alright, so that's Mummy Bride, so we're way past that.
That's like decades ago.
Disc 2, getting there. Weird font that they use on this one. Underground, blah blah. Cheeseburgers, deliciousness.
Oh man, don't do that. I'm already hungry.
I should probably make those tomorrow.
You got some burgers sitting around?
No, I make them from scratch.
No, I mean like you have ground hamburger.
Yeah,
Just...
I've got a ground hamburger, yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. Chimera.
I don't really like to use ground hamburger because if you don't mash it up enough, you still have the ground parts of it, you know, where it's like little cylinders or tubes of meat.
Oh, yeah. No, I've been making them for years, so I do all the spicing of it and mixing of it, and then I get out that texture, because you're right, it's kind of like a wormy texture because it's been extruded through a machine.
And I get frustrated with it because if I don't get that extruded texture out of it, often I will get pieces stuck behind my tongue in the back of my throat.
Right.
And I hate that feeling because you just can't get rid of it because your tongue is holding it there.
Yep. Yeah, it's pretty gross.
Especially when you have postnasal drip like me, then it gets stuck in the mucus on top of that. And then either you regurgitate it or you're going to end up with rotting food in your throat. There's like...
That's
Okay,
not
so
fun.
I have no idea where to go now. I've checked all the places where I can use the acid. To my knowledge.
Okay. Almost to our point here, I think.
Mm-hmm.
Let's flip upside down.
Can I take this disc out, please? Please?
It would be nice.
It's creeping me out every time I go through here.
Correct. Terminate block door to blah blah blah. Steps. What's the next thing that they want? To the graveyard. We've done that. We did the print room. Oh, the printing room again? There's a bigger secret we have yet to uncover. What? Tip. Start training Edward. Oh man, they have all the training tips too on this one.
That's nice.
Basements. The plan, blah blah blah. The door into the library hall and back upstairs. Alright, Charlotte's cell, which we did. The green key door and stairs. Do we have the green key yet?
I thought we went through the green key door already. We had to have. Yeah.
Okay. Yes, for the dolls, so I'm catching up to us.
Okay.
Charlotte's room, also to feel to know you are loved, blah blah, love.
Yeah.
Evil furniture, blah blah. We got that. Charlotte, optional because we loved her and she went away.
Yep.
Temporary save point, dungeon. There's no. So leave Charlotte's room. We did that. Patrick's quarters. Roger's bedroom. Why do we have to do that? Head past the stairs to the left and pick up the red item. Yes, we did that.
Are we going back to Roger's bedroom?
It looks like after Patrick's quarters,
Mm-hmm.
we go to Roger's bedroom.
Alright, I'm on my way. I wonder if he's there. Because he's been wandering around. Ah, this room creeps me out so much. I hope this is the last time we go through here, because I don't like looking at an execution machine and dead people. Neither of these things... Ugh. I guess it doesn't help that I'm exhausted, and that's probably why my brain can't separate those things.
Right.
Because I can look at that head with wings and this exploded torso, and it doesn't bother me like those do. But then again, we developed a bond with those characters because they were nice to us for 5 seconds. Even though they then poisoned Edward, they were nice to our faces, and I guess psychologically that's why
Right.
I'm thinking like that. Which sounds unusual, but I mean, it's legitimate.
Weird. It's weird because we've actually. It sounds like we've been there because we got those research notes.
Yeah, we did that. That wasn't in Roger's room, though.
Weird. Okay. Scapegoat. What is that? Okay, this is a something is not right room.
Oh, good.
Directly opposite, which is a statue of Elaine, which you can check out if you like, but the real action is further down the room. Move on, and the screen change is stand on the fireplace
Yep.
at the far end, and this prompts a battle. Boss, scapegoat. So reward automatic pistol.
We got that.
You learn the spell reflect, so
Yep.
looks like we've done some of this stuff out of order somehow. Time check.
That's the guide I was looking at. That's for the secret items.
Okay.
Which is interesting because the 71 minutes gives you more than enough opportunity to level more than you need between each item.
Right.
Which I find interesting and overly planned at the same time.
Right.
Alright, up the
Finding
stairs.
Patrick's research notes. Head back to the secret library to chat with Roger. After this scene, return to Patrick's secret room under the fireplace, and you can progress through the door in the ruins and into the vestry.
The secret library. That'd be this one over here. Is that the archives?
I think so.
No. It must be his room that's the secret library then. Because the other door is wide open. This is the only thing I can think of. And we're actually in the area, conveniently enough. And I was just about to go up there, but I thought the archives were the secret library. But don't step on the music things.
Man. There's all sorts of running back and forth that we have to do between Roger Bacon's secret area and Patrick's secret area.
Roger Bacon is not present here.
Heck.
Have we missed a step?
I'm not sure.
Now I'm really, really confused. It didn't tell you that there was a place to use the acid?
Nope. Nope. No acid.
I'm super frustrated right now.
Yeah, I agree. Oh, what the heck? We have to get to this vestry place, which I guess you access it underneath Patrick's office, in that little room that's down in the basement of the... Like, you go into that fireplace.
Yeah.
Apparently there's a door down there that we're supposed to be able to access.
Yes, and we went through that, and it told us that we need an item from the main house.
Weird. Okay, let's check that out again. In case you're wondering, blah blah blah. Turn up the screen.
Not here either.
Tinderbox, shotgun, and shotgun shells. So you have found a way to dispose of Elaine's body. Of course, Roger would know.
Yes, but how do we trigger Roger being present where he needs to be? That's the thing that I'm not understanding.
Did you get a tinderbox in that room with the little bridge?
What little bridge? The one that we keep going over underground?
Yeah, the one that I think it's in that room that tells us we can't go ahead unless we have something from the main house. There's supposed to be like a body that's got its face down on a stone tablet of some sort, or stone floor.
Okay. No, I did not. Not to my knowledge, anyway. So we're going back there.
There's like 3 invisible items there. So
Jesus.
Maybe that'll help. Because if we have that tinderbox, maybe that will activate Mr. Roger to show up.
Yeah, that would make sense. This is an awful lot of fucking around.
Yes.
Had it about up to here. I'm enjoying the game in other respects, but not understanding things is really murdering my experience.
Yep.
And I feel like my second time through, I'm going to enjoy and understand the game much better, but this first time, it's like pulling teeth in some instances. The thing is that there were so many situations where it wasn't like pulling teeth. It just sort of flowed.
Mm-hmm. It's very true.
We're almost back to Patrick's area. This back and forth is doing murder on me, though.
Dang. There's another puzzle that's coming up, too. This game. This game.
It's definitely burning itself into my memory.
Yes. Yes. In some ways, it is overstaying its welcome with the obscure puzzles. That was the one problem with like Silent Hill as well. It was an interesting game, great atmosphere, but it overstayed its welcome with its puzzles.
And it's not being able to get around easily.
Right. Oh, that's true. Yes.
That's one reason why I never really finished those games. It's because I did not understand what was going on at all. And no matter what I did, it didn't help the situation.
Yep. Very true.
Which
Well, they purposely make those games hard to control to, I guess, increase your vulnerability to the enemies? I don't know.
Which is silly.
Yeah, exactly.
It really doesn't solve... Well, I mean, I guess it increases immersion, but it creates problems in and of itself.
Yeah, it does. Well, this walkthrough is not terribly helpful. It's confusingly written, and I'm assuming the puzzles are just confusing, so... Not their best work.
I think I may have to do another playthrough of this on my own for the channel, just to kind of make it understandable, kind of like I did with King's Quest.
Yep. Might be able to tear through it really quick, too, the next time around.
Knowing what I know now, and how the bosses work and stuff.
Very true.
I guess it's time to sit back and relax again. So the game sound is going to become quieter for everyone, including you, because the microphone has been moved further away from the TV, but I needed to just kick back and relax a little here, put my feet up.
Exactly. Exactly.
I think I just heard your beagle shaking.
It's my chair. My beagle's dead to the world right now.
Must be nice.
Yeah, she's sleeping on the couch.
Oh wait, I saw that person, so I'm gonna explore over here a little. I'm on the thing. Wow, that was cool.
Alright.
So nothing on this side.
Where the heck is it?
This is the dead guy.
Yeah. There we go.
Tinderbox. That looks like a fancy matchstick holder.
It does, doesn't it? You're supposed to be able to get a couple other things off of it. Like shotgun shells and something else.
Shotgun 6. Why shotgun 6? And I can't carry any more items. Hang on. Discard. Yes, please. That was a terrible thing to discard, but we don't really need to do magic damage, so I don't mind.
Right.
Shotgun shells. Alright, let's go back to bacon. Hopefully. Now, where is he supposed to be?
I'm assuming I'm assuming he's in his room.
Okay.
They don't really say, just say, oh, Bacon might know something about this. So they're trying to be quirky instead of just telling us where the heck to go.
Well, I guess you don't want like this too straightforward a guide, because then you're going to ruin the game.
Yeah.
That's one reason I was writing a guide for Final Fantasy X, because of the Cloisters of Trials, but then it got too specific, like go straight down the hallway, take the sphere from this and put it here, and you know, I was even at the point where I was trying to count the steps, because it's hard to understand what they're asking you to do.
Yeah,
in some cases.
Trials are crazy sometimes.
And I just decided it wasn't actually worth it.
Right.
Maybe I should just do a Blitzball guide, but it seems like I'm not the only Blitzball ace, so it's not like it really mattered.
Right.
Which is a sad thing to me, because I thought I had something going with that. And even still, I'm not a master of Blitzball. There's things like Drain Tackle 3 that apparently you can't get unless you do things in a certain way. And then that stops you from getting other things, other moves and abilities.
Jeez. It's a kind of fun game too. I didn't play a ton of it, but it was pretty fun.
I've got more hours in Blitzball than I do in the rest of Final Fantasy X.
I did all the enemy arena stuff. Played probably more of that than I did in the rest of the game. So
See, I fought Nemesis, which is like the whole point of the arena, but I can't. I've never been able to truly compete with him. Like, it's
yeah, I annihilated that boss, but I took probably days and weeks getting like hit point break, magic point break. All of my summons were insanely overpowered. And I think I used Anima to destroy that boss because Anima was so fast and he just was doing 99,999 damage and just beat the hell out of that guy.
It'd be nice to have the break. Oh wait, you can't break over 999,000, or is it 99,000?
Yeah, at first you can't do 9,000. Break 9,999. But then when you get hit point break and damage break and all those break things, you can get to the 99,000 damage, which is what you really need to be doing to kill that last boss. He's got several million hit points, kind of like Yasmat from Final Fantasy 12.
I went on the hunt for Yasmat, but I never found him. It was ridiculous.
He's in not the Boletaria ruins, but he's on an island in this ruin in this old Colosseum.
Is it a Colosseum? Because I thought it was the lighthouse where he was, and the lighthouse is just so huge because it goes up and down so many floors. I gave up.
Right. Yeah, he's somewhere at the base, if I remember correctly. That's a long battle, even if you're well equipped. Yeah, equipped. I think that took me 40 minutes to beat him.
Oof.
Using auto haste, auto heal.
Just doing everything, automatically.
Yeah.
And that's the kind of game where even if you were doing things manually, there's no way you could have done it faster.
Right, exactly. You really do have to rely on the Gambit system in that. Or not Gambit system. Yeah, it's Gambit system.
Gambits, yeah.
Yeah. Which I got a kick out of. I kind of liked them. A lot of people hate that game, but I really did.
There were a lot of aspects about that game that I enjoyed. I liked the Gambit system, but it was too much. In my mind, it was too easy to break the game. And I've told you the story before about how all I needed to do was change from Kiraja to Kiraga because I wasn't restoring MP fast enough to keep up Kiraja. And it was too much HP regained. So I fixed that on everyone. And I finished the battle with the controller sitting on my bed, and that wasn't fun for me anymore. It's like, okay, I overdid the gambits. I took away the part of RPGs that I like most. I get
playing them.
Exactly.
That's true. That game can play itself pretty easy. It's almost like an MMORPG. In some ways.
It is.
They should do a PC version of that game so I could play it again.
I think all of them should be on PC and on Steam.
Yeah, exactly. I would play through Final Fantasy 12 on my channel if I tried to do it for a little bit, but I don't know. It just didn't look good enough.
I would watch it because it's been so long since I played that game, and I'd like to see someone not go crazy with the mist skills and not ruin their party. That would be a thing, because that's what I did. Is I ruined my characters by getting them their mist abilities too early.
Yeah, that's true. That can happen. I mean, if you want, you can do some really cool level grinding with Vaughn, I think it is, in that first section of the game with the werewolves. And get some really good weapons up front, which you kind of need.
Yeah.
But yeah.
And we've been doing a lot of complaining about this game, but this is probably like the last big thing before that puzzle. And that puzzle is probably the last big thing before we're just going to fight the bosses and complete the game.
Yeah.
So I understand why they've made this difficult, but on the other hand, I think we have to stop this episode here and maybe look up a video or something because I'm just not understanding.
Yeah. I think that's probably a wise plan.
Well, thank you all for watching. We hope you've enjoyed this nonsensical journey of nonsense. And we'll see
you guys later.
Maybe we'll finish the game in the next episode. Who freaking knows now? I don't.